There's a checklist that every authoritarian government hits on the way down, a list that historians know by heart, a list that regular people never notice until it's too late. And in the past few weeks, with everything happening in the headlines, America just checked off 7 of them. Let's walk through this slowly, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Institutions start lying sloppily. When the FBI's story about the Trump shooter fell apart, that wasn't just a mistake. That was an institution under pressure, trying to hold the narrative together with duct tape. When powerful institutions stop caring if their lies are believable, it's because they assume that you can't fight back. Leaders start demanding loyalty, not law. Trump pushing military strikes in Mexico? That's not policy. That's testing to see how far his followers will go. Authoritarians always float extreme ideas first to measure obedience every single time. The government starts hiding what it promised to share. The Epstein files only moved because Congress panicked, not because they wanted transparency. When Congress hides, then suddenly throws the spotlight on themselves, saying, "Look over here, we voted yes." That's fear talking, and fear is a warning sign. Laws start being written for leaders, not people. Yeah, the Arctic frost provision, that sneaky little clause where senators gave themselves a $500,000 escape hatch. That's the classic move. Write laws that protect the powerful from accountability. If this were a movie, this is the part where you'd be screaming at the screen. The media goes silent on their own side's failures. Chuck Schumer's approval cratered, and left-leaning media didn't say a word about it. That silence is a warning sign. When media stops informing and starts protecting, you're not dealing with journalism anymore. You're dealing with narrative management. The public is distracted on purpose. Look at the timing. Epstein files, FBI contradictions, border chaos, economic panic, secret clauses in spending bills, foreign interference, weaponized narratives. Every crisis hits at once because chaos is a shield. Authoritarians hide their biggest moves behind the loudest headlines, and America is drowning in headlines. People start feeling powerless by design. This is the final box on the checklist. The moment that the government wants you overwhelmed, tired, hopeless, numb, scrolling instead of acting, arguing instead of organizing, burned out instead of paying attention. Because a population that is exhausted is a population that can be controlled. And if you've been feeling exhausted lately, that's not an accident. It's a strategy. These 7 warning signs aren't predictions. They're present tense. They're right here, right now. But here's the part they always get wrong. Authoritarians think warning signs scare people into silence. But this is America. They never expect the warning signs to wake people up. And if you're awake, if you're paying attention, if you're done being tired, then the playbook doesn't work. Because once you see the pattern, you can break the pattern. Stay sharp, stay focused, and don't let them convince you that this is normal. Hang in there, guys. There's more coming.